Thanks, everybody. Thanks for sticking around. I saw my light flicker, and I didn't think anything of it really, but apparently the power in the rest of my apartment went out. So, for whatever reason, I must be on a separate circuit, I guess. But either way, my router and stuff's out in the other room, so maybe I have to consider bringing it in here, just in case something like that happens again. Only problem is, the only cable I have is out there, so I'd have to get a really long one. But that's something I can potentially look into, if this is going to become a problem. I've had it happen in the past, but I've never had it happen while I was streaming, so kind of annoying. Anyway, let's continue on this boss. I did pause the timer while I was waiting. Rip Blue, you're super dead. Oh, the 5 damage, it hurts so bad. Alright. Now I can just hold the button down. And I gotta hope he doesn't do a lot of AoE and kill Blue over there. Yeah. Man, robots are so OP. So, BGG, when's the SaGa Frontier playthrough, my friend? I think I want to pick which character you play through as first. Wow, that was so much easier than the dragon. What the hell? Alright, we got the shield guard. Fuse would have been such a cool character to have. Alright, I forget. I'm gonna go back to Devon because I forget where the other areas are that I'm supposed to go. I have no idea where the other cards are. All right. IRPO, Baccarat, so Baccarat's the gold card, Yorkland, Baccarat, Yorkland, and Katu. Oh man. Thanks. Mecha King Kong, thank you so much for those. Cuppy Pie, thank you for the host. I think you guys were hosting before. I'm sorry about that. Zombie Mouse, thank you for the host. The GG, thank you for the host. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Alright. We'll go for the gold card next, I guess. It's interesting that only blue has the mechanic of teleporting from one place to the other. It's like it's something that they implemented because he can do magic, I guess. But all the same. What's wrong with calling you Zombie Mouse, Mai? That's who you're hosting as. That lets everyone else know that doesn't know your name's Mai that you hosted. And that I appreciate it. I could call you Zombie Moose, like BGG, but you don't like that. I know it's BGG exclusive. No, she loves being called Moose by you. I did it once just to be funny, and she, like, she did not like that. Alright, so how many rooms are there? There's not actually 1,000 rooms, are there? Alright, well, you know, rather than do all that nonsense, we're gonna go all the way to the top first, and then we'll go down and check those. Oh yes, we accept all major credit cards. Really? Someone from the US definitely threw that in there. How convenient. One walking right in front of us like that. I've never been in a casino before. Other than there was like a casino on a boat that I was on. That was cool. But I was too young. Next time. I'll definitely have to. Question is, would I have a place to stay if I came to Reno? I think he's gonna go to the parking lot. That's my guess. Weird that this elevator literally skips 2 floors, but then exists again. This is a very bad and dangerous setup. Let's go to parking. That's my guess as to where they are. Yes. Wait. Take me to. Who are you? I've already met. Look. She looks a little stupid. What abilities does she have? Trick shot and total shot. I want your friends. I don't want you, Amelia. Damn it. You're lots easier. How dare you? You're lots deceit as I am. Decrepit. Oh. Lots of gold. How do I... Do I have to get gold ingots? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I might need to get gold ingots. This is where there's supposed to be a boss monster thing. But it was only there for Amelia's playthrough, I guess? Okay. I thought I'd take it on. Well, so much for getting this one. Let's go to Yorkland and try and get that one. We gotta talk to everybody. Figure out where this card is. Nay. I don't know if I could run a donut shop. I think they would smell too sweet for me. Like all the time. Grail card? Oh yeah, you're looking for the card. But anyone looking for it has to try a famous liquor first. People in the next cellar know about them. What? Die of obesity. I don't like where this is going. Why is everyone trying to get me drunk? So we have to go up here now. Really? You bought SaGa Frontier? Nice. Dude, I can't wait to watch you play this now after going through it. It's been fun to like watch you play games that I've just gone through recently. Although sometimes I feel like I talk too much about it then. But it's fun to talk about games, you know? Like, even though Final Fantasy 13 isn't my favorite, being in your chat and talking about the mechanics and watching you experience it and stuff, it's fun. So guys, just so you know, when you're drunk, this is actually what happens. There's a big lizard that casts drunk on you. You've been warned. You see that? My character is moving by itself. I can't even walk straight. Man, getting arcane magic's really boring. Like, having to do... It's interesting, but being forced to do it... Oh, shit. That's why you don't get drunk, kids. Are you kidding me? The fact that it has to cast the drunk at the start of each phase is a little annoying, but I guess they do that in this particular area. So because they're doing it in this particular area, that way when I go and try to do something else, it wouldn't be a problem. It kind of makes sense. Why am I punching? Oh yeah. I have no idea what that is. I've never gotten it before. Restores WP. That's good. I like. It's a giant frog. I really like that, but only if I get Plural Sword this playthrough. Because that's one of the problems I have. Plural Sword is it costs 5 WP and you don't get, your WP doesn't go up on your robots. Your robots. Yep. There's only one playthrough he hasn't, like, significantly carried so far, and that was Amelia's. Well, I didn't use him in Azelus's either. But I could have, probably. I learned a new light magic. What did you learn? Mega Wind Blast? That sounds cool. I'm in here. Yay! Now, where was the last card? I think it was in... At least the game's not taking me back to scrap constantly. Does anybody know how to get the gold card for Arcane? I know where to get it, and they want gold, but do I really have to get gold ingots? Because if I do, then we got some magic to deal with. Alright. Wakatu, okay. Only way I can go there, though, is to have somebody from there with me. So, we need to go to Scrap. Oh, I can't go there. Maybe I have to get the other 3 cards first? He's the only person that I know that's from there. Hold on. Talk to the flight attendant first. Yes. That's how I knew I needed someone from there. Maybe you only collect 2 arcane cards? Yeah, it's a skeleton that you talk to that says that he saw him, right? He's like, oh, I saw this guy. Maybe I can't get him in this playthrough. Maybe I have to talk to him again now that I accepted the arcane quest? Yeah, I did that, but maybe it's possible that because I didn't have arcane selected first that it's not working. I did all the steps out of order, probably. Alright, now maybe I can go there. So that's not what he said earlier. So we definitely did a different trigger now. So I need at least like 4 or 5 or 10 or who knows gold ingots for the arcane for the gold card. Four? Okay. I think I have just enough for 4. What am I doing? Yeah, well, here goes some extra money. I should have just regioned back to Garong and then flew to the other place. Now, what is Gen's stats? You know... Yeah, I keep forgetting about it. I need to stop doing that. So now I have no idea how to get the saber card, so we'll have to figure that out. I remember there's like a sword or something like that that you can get here with Gen as well. I'm not sure of the whole process. I used to do this one on every one of my characters' playthroughs. Okay. I used to know how to do this, like, really quickly, too. So I have to get 4 gold ingots, and then what? I'll need to get time magic, probably. And then we're probably gonna have to grind. We're gonna need HP and everything else. So it'd be a good idea to start this quest early to get him. Go inside a building here soon. And this part's really weird. We have to go like all the way around. starting to remember bits and pieces. It's been years, though. Damn, I was really hoping to get Floral Sword there. That would have been awesome, getting it this early. Yeah, there's a lot of limitations in this game and stuff that don't make sense. Well, that's not true. Characters have this aptitude for things, and when you recruit them, sometimes they already have magic and stuff like that. So it's not as free roam as some people might want it to be, in the sense of building your own characters and groups and stuff, but it's as close as pretty much any other game has gotten. Oh, okay. That's kind of crappy. You would have to do again first. Or the saber card first, I guess. Yeah, isn't red the other one? Sure, I'm ready. Is this random? Yeah, where did you get Liza at? I'd like to get her again. Because she learns DSC so quickly. I need to figure out what sword techniques, or how to learn sword techniques again. See it with your mind's eye. Yeah, Liza has purple hair. Well, we went up a battle rank. That's always a good sign. I think I had to... Got it. Use the heart of the cards. Look at that guy. Got him. Alright. Well, we can buy gold here, so... Damn it. Is there better places to get gold ingots? Well, I know one thing I can do, for sure. I can... go get a gun that I can sell for 3K. I don't know what these other things are. Why did I thought you could only sell gold at Nelson. No, that's right. Oh. You buy it there. That's part of that glitch that you can do. So, whatever. We'll kill this first. I think I use Gen in, like, almost all of my playthroughs. Him and Liza, if I could get them, I use them. I like the random places that it teleports you to. Get back in there. How about not? Really? Do I have to, like, do this whole thing again? Let's just go with the argument that it's incredibly... There's incredibly expensive items in this game, and they don't give you a lot of money. Where's he at now? I can't get back down into the sewers. Oh, now I can. I had to run the route so I could do it, I guess. Really? But he doesn't know... Well, part of it's because he doesn't know any, he doesn't know any physical attacks to begin with, so Liza, you would think, would technically learn it faster, because she already knows some of them. But what you're saying, at the same rate. Yeah, she already knew suplex, which was nice. All right. You know suplex? You suplex trains on leg day, BGG. So do I have to buy them now, or do I actually have them? You have to freaking buy them too. You only suplex Gobies. I don't know what they do. Yeah, I could. What does gold even do? Yeah, sliding is the one I had trouble with Liza. Kick can learn a lot of sword attacks though too. What's a good way for me to make money so I could buy the rest? Where do I need to go now? I don't know how to get time magic, but I want to get time magic. So how do I get time magic? I think I can go to that place that starts with an M, where you do the guy that's got the combos, and he talked about time magic before. Guess I can't teleport to this place. There it is. Wait, what? Why am I in Devon? I don't know what's better, time or space magic. I don't know how to get to that place when I'm not playing as a Zealous. There's just no music, it's pretty awkward. Okay. We made it to the end of the area. Okay. Can I like teleport there now? I like how you refer to him as the giant. Buy an Ashura. Ashura's so cool. I love the attack animation on it. Well, we'll talk to everyone because I don't know where this guy's at. It's mystic magic. Locked. obviously. That's where we get the dress for Zealous. I don't want help yet. Okay, I can't go there. Alright. There's supposed to be a guy that can... Oh. Sand vessel? Is that what I need? It cost me, you know, 1 LP. I don't get why your character says please there. It's very awkward. Both characters said it too, Zealous and Blue. Very carefully. I should be using a saber so that I can learn this stuff. Dot. I guess that's one way of looking at it for sure. Yeah, that's true. He doesn't have any arms. While we're here. collected the sand. The silence in this place is creepy. I don't get it. I can't use an item. Aha. That's where I want to go. Good call. Too late for that. What's up, Travis? Smash! Oh wow. Well, I'm a lot slower, I guess. Man, that attack hurts so much. His name's Orange on mine. His name's always been Orange on my chat. Alright, so this is where he's just gonna drain my... I get it. Okay. So I break the glass. That's what's killing me. But he gets to go first, so... Ugh. Why'd there have to be a boss? When was the last time I saved it? What color am I? So, I don't know if I can beat this guy like this. Maybe if I had Plural Sword I could, but I don't. I don't know how I really don't know how to kill this guy, to be completely honest. With my current setup. I'm going to take around 850 damage, so I would need more HP. What gives the most HP? Seems like guns give the... Let's try this. Nope. Yeah, but that's the only real damage I can do with my robot. All right. No, because I won't have high enough stats then. He's gonna take my quickness down, so that's not gonna help. Another lethal. Good night, Deformed. Alright, I think I could do this like this. Maybe. Maybe. But I would definitely need some repair kits first. What's the quickest way to get Plural Sword on, robots? Some repair kits. Really? God damn it. What do I want to do here? What am I doing here? This guy. We're just looking for a bunch of repair kits for now. If I can get Plural Sword, though, I should be fine. I just don't know the best way to get it. I learned it twice, but I learned it randomly without even trying, so I know as soon as I try to learn it, I'm gonna have trouble. I'm getting repair kits in hopes that I can beat the fight like this. I do. I have a raffle at the end of each game, and then whoever wins the raffle gets to pick the next one that I play. We've been on SaGa Frontier for a while, but as soon as SaGa Frontier is done, we will have a raffle. Whoever's here has equal chance of winning, and if they win, they get to pick. Yep, it keeps me from having to pick the games for one, which is nice because I'm very indecisive, especially when I have loads of different options put in front of me. So that's definitely nice. Next game is Lunar Silver Star Story, picked by Kolthor the Barbarian. Barbarian, indeed. Yeah, I've never played that one. I've only ever played Lunar 2. I have a list that I created, but I would not call it a master list. It might still be missing things, it might still need updates, there might be games that people don't consider JRPGs on there and things like that. But it's a list that I compiled to the best of my knowledge and ability as of right now. But as we continue to go through this challenge, it will grow and evolve. It might even shrink in some cases if, you know, the rule set slightly changes or we make decisions. The biggest one right now that I'm still not 100% sure of is adventure games, or games that are very similar to adventure games. Would you speedrun them? Or would you just play through them normally? Because I remember loving Lunar 2, but it's a decently long game. And I love the bloopers after the credits. If you do the extra storyline, the bloopers were great. Yeah, that's possible. And like I said, the hardest thing that I'm having, or the biggest issue, I guess, I don't really have whispers and stuff like that set up anymore, Blue. I don't really read whispers at all. For a while I was getting harassed by a bunch of people constantly with stuff, so I just kind of don't deal with that anymore. I'm not going to be able to read what you sent me because I probably didn't get it. You know, the thing about speedrunning is I find it incredibly cool. It's something that I definitely would enjoy doing. I just feel like my time's better invested here doing something like this than it is trying to pick up a speedrun and learn it. I just tend to enjoy playing through stuff more casually than anything else. Although, when I start to learn the mechanics of the game, I try to rush through it. Unless it's just like, you know, really keeping me involved and I'm really enjoying it, then yeah, I'll play the hell out of that. What's up, Serene? Not bad. Yeah, I'd rather not run Shining Force. What's for dinner tonight? I don't know that I need this many repair kits, but I figure I can prep for the final boss too, potentially, by getting a bunch, so... Well, for one, like I said, I wouldn't be able to read whispers anyway. And I don't know what viewer in particular you're talking about. Everyone's welcome here. You definitely have to keep all the medical stuff and things like that, like, out of it. And, like, in general, I don't mind if people come and talk about what's going on in their lives or if they're having problems and things like that, but that can't be the fixation of the chat either. If you want to come around and talk about the games or, you know, incorporate yourself in the other chat and stuff like that that's going on, then that's fine. But when it comes to, like, real life stuff that's going on and medical things and stuff like that, it really kills people's moods and stuff like that. If you want to talk about that type of stuff, it's best done in private, and it's best kept private. Again, like I said, I don't want people to feel like they can't come in and say that they had a bad day or anything like that, but keeping the details to a minimum is really what needs to be done. No, it has nothing to do with lack of caring in any way, shape, or form. It's just during a stream and stuff like that, it's not the environment for something like that. And as for if you're talking about whispers and stuff like that in particular, I just shut that type of stuff off because I was being harassed. That has nothing to particularly do with you. And again, it really has nothing to do with not caring or anything like that. I would really like it if people could come in here and be comfortable and talk about what's going on and stuff like that. However, when it gets into details and stuff like that of the problem, it tends to be depressing and it kills people's moods and things like that, and it's just something that happens way too often. So again, when it comes to that type of stuff, just keep it to a minimum or not at all, and anything else is fine. If you want to talk about games that are coming out or new, like talking about Fire Emblem and stuff like that earlier. Like I said, I have no idea who talked to you or anything like that. I don't know what you're talking about in that regard. I wouldn't know what type of viewer or anything like that that would even say anything like that either, so. But I would think you would know me better by now, that you wouldn't feel the need to ask something like that either. And I feel like everyone in this chat would know as well that that's not the type of person that I am. So, if you feel the need to ask something like that, then you should really think about that beforehand. You are the missing link. Yeah, please don't use that word if you can avoid it. I'm still in the process of working on my bot, but at the very least, so people can kind of, you know, figure out what words should be said and what words shouldn't. That's just a warning for now. Let's just say this, Blue. When it comes to anything that could potentially be related to drama or anything like that, let's just avoid it in general. If you want to talk about what's going on with the game that's being played, if you want to talk about what other people are talking about in chat or things like that, that's what this place is for. That's where this place is. We'll just keep it at that. Whatever happened with this person that whispered you and everything like that, it's done. I answered your question and everything like that. There's really nothing else that I can say about it. Drama is something that I try to stay out of in any way, shape, or form. But like I said, even if someone whispered you or anything like that, there's nothing I can... Oops. There's nothing I can do about it. I don't know why a person would have whispered you like that in the first place. I don't know who it is, and even if I did know who it is or found out, it wouldn't change anything or do anything. I can't stop them from doing something. The only thing that I can say is that keeping drama to a minimum and things like that would be the most beneficial thing for everybody. So this is not the type of stuff that should be talked about in chat. Right, and I would hope that, and I don't know what was said, I don't care what was said or anything else, but I think that you would know that I wouldn't be like that. How many do I have? We're almost at full. We'll get 80. We'll get 4 more. No problem. I still have the steel case for that as well. For FF12. Blue, you will always be welcome here as long as you follow the rules. If you go against the rules just like anyone else in any way, it doesn't matter who it is, even if it's my mods, and it has been my mods before that I've said things. I've clearly defined the rules to you. If you adhere to those rules, you're more than welcome here. And the same goes for everyone else. If not, then it might turn into a problem. But I consider everyone that's here and things like that as my friends and people that I enjoy spending time with. And that's the way I like to consider my stream. Being close to people. Alright, so do we go and attempt to fight him now, or do we go somewhere to try and actually fight... Maybe we'll go and try and get Plural Sword. And I think Shriek is a good place to go for mechanical... No. The sewers have mechanical enemies. So we can go to Kurong. But you don't have to do stuff like that, Blue. Really, you don't. Honestly, just having someone here and hanging out is more than enough. Let's get to the sewers. And yeah, Shinny I lurk a lot. I lurk a lot more in BGG's chat than I actually do chat in his chat. But he knows. He knows I'm a lurker. A giant lurker. Yeah, his earlier schedule... Oh, shit. Wrong way. Wrong sewer? Yeah, well, getting something for somebody as a surprise, you don't tend to ask them what they want or what they need. Yeah, Watashi's awesome. Super supportive of everyone, too. I think I want to go to the upper area down with the sewers. May not be the best place. Yeah, you're probably right. You seem to know a lot more about the game than I do anyway. I want to get Plural Sword if I can, because for one, it's been carrying me through everything, but I feel like it'll make this boss easier. I think I might be able to do it, but at the same time, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's cool having you here, background guy. I mean, my goal is that at some point in time, you, Colthor, Nakurti, all of you guys that stream and stuff like that, I want to actually give you guys a half-decent host. Just like, for once. One issue. Yeah, Nakurti, I stream like Evasion Bullet. I don't want Evasion Bullet, I want Plural Sword. Serene, I think you're like the highest rank in almost everyone's chat. Flipping figure out why players not played beaten. You know, and that's partially why I'm doing this challenge, Shitty Wolf, is that I've got so many RPGs that I have not beaten, and I'm talking loads of RPGs that I have not beaten, and it's about time that I do. Please? Come on! I'm getting so many abilities now, but not the ones that I want. Wait, what should I equip on him? He's free, so we'll do that. I'll just fight here. It seems like there's a decent amount of mech enemies. Alright, thanks, Serene. Enjoy your food. Bring me some. Wait, I thought I learned Smash earlier. Did I die with it? Oh yeah, I learned it during the fight with that guy. Yeah. I've got some unopened ones as well, let's be honest. I definitely do. You don't really want to grind, BGG. You don't, because it increases the battle rank. However, I'm in a position right now where I'd like to try and get an ability. Did I unequip Smash so that I could learn another ability? Nope. You think so? Yeah, not even just smarter or harder, but understanding the battle system takes you so far, but the game doesn't do the best job at explaining the battle system to you, which is the biggest problem I've found. I'm not getting mech enemies anymore. Okay, I learned Evasion Bullet. I think that's one of the easier ones. Maybe it's just this one that has mech enemies? If so, I'll just keep fighting this one. Aha! Mech enemy, yay! Soon I won't be able to just smash, though. We're probably already getting there. I learned Mega Wind Blast, I just haven't been using it. Just how much it costs. Mega Wind Blast. Alright, T260. You've been carrying me for over 30 hours. What do you say, buddy? It's your time to shine, right here! Plural sword? Damn it. Not even close. Plural sword's just broken, though. Please have max. Damn it. Is there a place to rest in this town? Or would going to Corona be the best bet? God, maybe I should put up a seizure warning while playing this blue. I guess we'll just fight all three if there's an equal chance of getting mech enemies. There probably isn't. There's a lot of damage, though. He's gaining so much JP. It's pretty crazy. Please be Max. Please be Max. Please be Max. The damn tree. There's gotta be a better place to fight mech enemies. Like, to know you're always gonna get in battle with one. That was my last wind blast. Alright, so you said that there's potentially in here? Might be right here, because I didn't go in here before. Yay! Alright, good luck and have fun. Why is it just a tree? It's always just a tree. I know where there's good mechs. There's two of them in the room at all times. I could just do those. That means I'll always get a mech enemy at the very least. Can go up here. This wasn't it. He gained JP. He didn't do a thing, but he gained JP. So the mechs are up down here and then up, I think. Yes. Okay, good. Nice. Maybe I'll get full sword on both of them this time. Maybe I don't need to use Mega Wind Blast. I'll just go back to Flash Fire. Come on. Well, we still didn't get it. It doesn't really matter what mech it is either, which is what interests me. It just matters that we can absorb things. He's got a chance of learning it. What's up, the Falcon Bunch? Jammer, whatever that's good for. I have no idea how long this could potentially take. I'd say when we reach the 72-hour mark, I might be done for today. I really would have liked to get further in Blue's story, but we're almost at the end of all the magic stuff, so we would be at the point of fighting the final boss anyway. Depends on within that 5 minutes if we get anything or not. I still need to make sure I eat and stuff before work, so I want to give myself some time to do that. Now we're just recharging constantly. That's the craziest thing about mechs, is if you get in a random battle with them and it's got a mech enemy and they don't absorb it, they recharge. Well, combat mastery is good. It increases my damage with swords, so there's that. We're not really using any of those. Better light mastery learner, I've learned it all. Oh, my humans are becoming slightly more sturdy. Not by much, but by a bit. battle ranking goes up based on just the amount of battles that you've done, or if it's the amount of enemies that you've killed. Damn. If just one of them learns it, it'd be awesome. It's so much extra damage early, and it combos easily. Blue's just not quite that fast. I kill a majority of his enemies before he would cast anything. Alright, we'll go for one more ability, absorption, or until we're at 33 hours. If the spark level for these guys is just too low. welcome back. I would have thought the battle rank increased already, but I guess not. Well, we finished Ricky's. We started Blues. We're at the point of fighting the Time Age. I think I might be able to beat him. I'm just trying to get Plural Sword at the moment. Alright. The last two fights we'll do. And then I will find someone to host for you guys. Yeah, unfortunately I got a later start today. And I lost the internet for a bit, so... Or not internet, well, technically internet, but I lost power. So... Well, we tried. Didn't learn it yet. Might not learn it at all. Got some HP and stuff on our human characters though, and defense and stuff, which is really important. So that'll make our lives a little bit easier down the road. And Blue has a crap ton of JP now, so if we don't get Plural Sword, I'll give it like 30-minute shot, maybe 20-minute shot tomorrow if I stream, which I hope to. And if we don't get it, then we'll just keep trying to progress. If we end up getting stuck again, then maybe we'll look at it a little bit further. Oh yeah? Let's check it out. I wasn't even paying attention to hers. Cross shot. Total shot. That might be a good one to use. You didn't learn anything, have you? No, you'd be filled. Now, did you learn any more light magic? Maybe I should start using Saber so I could potentially learn some of the other arcane stuff. Is there any higher level light magic? I'll figure all that stuff out. You didn't gain any abilities, right? And you did, but no more useful.